All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going on a trip, but you won't find this place on any map. We're heading to a hidden realm where the laws of physics are, well, they're more like suggestions, and where history holds secrets we were definitely never supposed to find out. Let's get into it. So, before we go any further, let's set the stage for your part in all this. In this story, you are the nomad. And according to the source material, the most powerful thing you have is your own personal frequency, your unique vibe, your inner energy. That's a huge concept, so just keep that in the back of your mind as we go.
So, where exactly are we headed? Imagine a group of islands where the atmosphere is said to shimmer like liquid diamond. Yeah, this place is known as the Enlightened Isles, or if we're being formal, the lands of Thoth.
Okay, this slide is key to understanding the whole setup. In this hidden world, there are different lands with different jobs. Think of the land of Osir as the hospital, and Atum as the library. So what does that make Thoth? Thoth is the grand university. It's a place for higher learning, where the actual rules of reality are studied and mastered.
And let me tell you, at this university, the science they're teaching is, well, it's different. I mean, fundamentally different. We're about to dive into a system of physics that works on principles that are way, way beyond what we think of as normal.
So first rule of Thoth, forget everything you think you know about electricity. Seriously, just toss it out. The people there don't use it. Instead, they tap into something called geometric resonance, a pure wireless energy that they pull from the unique frequencies and shapes in the world around them.
Just look at this breakdown for a second. Our system, it's all wires, infrastructure, electron flow, and let's be honest, it's pretty inefficient a lot of the time. Theirs, it's wireless, it's clean, and it's based on harmony, like tuning forks and frequency. It's basically the difference between a clunky, gas-guzzling engine and a perfectly tuned instrument.
So you're probably asking, how in the world do they channel this amazing energy? Well, the answer is literally built right into the landscape. The whole place is covered with these massive white needle-like spires called obelisks, and they are the absolute key to this entire civilization.
Here's how it works. These obelisks act like giant tuning forks. First, they tune themselves to a natural energy field in the atmosphere they call the ancient canopy. Then, they literally pull that resonant energy right down out of the air. And finally, they convert it into a pure, usable power source for, well, everything. Transport, communication, even telepathy.
Now here's where it gets really wild. Once you master energy on that level, other laws of physics start to get a little flexible. And this leads us directly to one of the most mind-blowing features of Thoth, the no-gravity zone.
Just let that sink in for a moment. By truly understanding the nature of magnetism, the people of Thoth made weight an option, not a rule. Their vehicles, even whole buildings, can literally float on the Earth's magnetic currents. Weight is just a setting they can turn up or down.
You know, a place this advanced has to be home to some pretty special people, right? So let's meet the inhabitants of Thoth. They're known as the Guardians of True Time, or the Chronos Keepers.
The Chronos Keepers get their name from their very unique relationship with time. See, they aren't stuck in the straight line one day after another perception of time that we are. They see a much, much bigger picture.
And this slide really breaks it down. We, out here in the regular world, are supposedly trapped in what the source calls the little season, a repeating 100-year cycle run by a kind of limited program, the dull code, that restricts what we remember about history. But the Chronos Keepers, they remember the great years, the real, unedited history of the original architects.
So where is all this true history stored? It's not just in their heads. Nope, it's preserved in a real physical place that is unbelievably important, the Hall of Records.
And we are not talking about a metaphorical library here. This is a real place deep beneath the main island of Thoth. It stores what's described as the light memory of every major event, saved as high-definition frequency loops. And crucially, this is where the raw, unfiltered truth of events like the 1800s reset is kept safe and sound.
This all leads us to the biggest question, doesn't it? A civilization with this kind of power, this kind of knowledge, I mean, why would it stay hidden from the rest of us?
It's really the most important question of all. Why all the secrecy? The answer has everything to do with what Thoth protects and who they're protecting it from. Okay, here it is. According to the source, the antagonists in this story are known as the Vipers, and they fear Thoth more than any other place on Earth. And the reason why? because Thoth protects the manual for the grid, which is basically the operating instructions for our entire reality.
I mean, the stakes literally could not be any higher. If humanity ever got a hold of this manual, the screen, this manufactured reality, this dull code we live in, would just collapse instantly. The Viper's control would be over in a second. That is what Thoth is safeguarding.
And this right here is why any of this matters to you, the nomad. Learning about this stuff isn't just about a hidden land. As the source says, it's like someone is handing you the mental keys. It's a tool to unlock your own logic, to help you see beyond the manufactured screen.
And this is really the whole point. This entire journey is a reminder of our own potential. It's a challenge to this idea that we're meant for small things and small distractions. Your mind was built for something so much bigger.
So we end right back where we started, with you. The knowledge of Thoth, the science of resonance, the memory of true time. Those are the mental keys. And now, the only question left is, what are you going to unlock?